Hello everyone, welcome back to our YouTube channel AgriAddict. This is our lecture series for IBPS AFO mains exam and also useful for other agriculture exam as well. Today we are continuing our discussion on the topic that is tillage implements and the seeding implements. Before that, let me introduce myself. I am your mentor Pawan Kumar. I have completed my UG from US Raichur and currently pursuing my masters in plant pathology from UHS Shumika. As I told, today we'll be continuing the discussion on tillage implements and the seeding implements. As a continuation part of the tillage implements, once the tillage operation is performed, next we'll be going for the seeding, right? That is sowing process. In that sowing process, what kind of implements we are using are nothing but our seeding implements. We'll see what actually seeding implements and why they are useful in the farming activities. To note down where actually seeding implements are playing role is primarily to sow the seeds, the primary objective. Next, to carry the seeds, because carrying the seeds manually through the field is very difficult, right? So seeding implements are helping the farmers to carry the seeds on the field easily, and these are reducing the cost of cultivation because the work of 5 labors is being done by single implement. You may say unemployment is creating, but nowadays there is a problem of shortage of labors. When there is a shortage of labors, I think no question of unemployment. Here see, at least one person is being employed to operate it. One employment opportunity is available. Though manually will be taking the labors for other purpose, but especially in order to speed up the sowing process and to complete the sowing operation in time. Okay, we are supposed to complete the sowing operation in time because the rain is not in our hand, right? If you sow very well soon or in time, that so well the seed germination will be good. And to open the furrow and cover the seeds, it was time consuming if you appoint the laborers to do this work. But seeding implement these can do this work very fastly and they can save the time. These are the reasons why we are going for seeding implements, and we have already discussed all these things. And looking at the features of seeding implements, if you look, it is the diameter, number of tines, the diameter of the seed tube, the depth of operation, whether it is 5 to 10 centimeter, at which depth the seed should be sown, speed of operation, at which speed it is operating that particular machine, field capacity, that is that particular seed implement, how much area of land it is covering. For example, I mentioned that 2 to 2.5 hectare per day. It is efficiency of particular one seed implement in general, and field efficiency is around 70 to 75%. The first very implement we will be studying will be the planter. Before that, have a look on this overview of these planters and the seedles. See, first these two images, it is pneumatic planter 4 rows and the pneumatic planter 6 rows. If the number of rows is more coverage, then obviously the field capacity will be more, right? In the less time it will be covering more area. And in the same way, you can see the rice transplanters, potato digger is available, the groundnut digger is available. These are all the things, the mechanization is helping the farming community to reduce the cost of cultivation and complete their work in time. Very first, as I told, the pulses. For the pulses sowing purpose, we are using this manually operated line maker, and this is very economically viable because the cost of one particular implement is only around 650 to 700 rupees, and this can be used by all the small and marginal farmers, and it reducing the cost of cultivation because labor shortage is there. So if when the labor shortage is there, then the farmer can go using this particular one, and optimum plant population is also can be established using this manually operated the line maker device. And next one is the broadcaster. See, broadcaster itself, the name itself says it is broadcasting, right? Here, along with the seeds, it is also broadcasting the fertilizers and seeds as well. Means we can use this particular device to broadcast the seeds as well as fertilizer. Mainly in the broadcaster, we are using to broadcast small seeds like sesame and sorghum, and this can cover large area in the less time, as well as uniform distribution of the seeds can take place. And line sowing, usually it will be it is connected with bullock, and it will giving an efficiency of 1 hectare per day. And if it is having the 3 flows, usually see it is covering is about 3 times more comparing with the country flow. This is how it is. It is having some 3 rows, that is 3 furrow openers, so that it can cover the 3 rows. This is how you can say the efficiency compared to the traditional country plow, which can cover only one row at a time. And here the crops which we are using is for the groundnut seeds, for the sorghum, and for the Bengal gram seeds, green gram seeds, and the black gram seeds. We are using this, and you can also go for fertilizer application along with this the line sower. Power tiller, drawn cup feed seeder, and bullock drawn seed planter. These are also other seeding implements which you can use. If you look at the efficiency of this particular power tiller, it is 0.2 hectare per hour, and operator can ride easily while sowing with the unit. This is faster, but coverage is little less at 0.2 hectare. And bullock drawn seed planter, you know it very well. You need a manual person, manual farmer with this particular bullock to operate the seeding operation. And these are the two other seeding implements, that is tractor drawn cultivator and seed drill. See, whichever may be the devices or the seeding implements I may be showing you people, only the basic fundamental is you are supposed to check its field efficiency, how much efficient it is, whether it is 50%, whether it is 70%, because it is the thing which are wanted, right? It should save our time, it should save our energy too. So field efficiency is calculated by the formula actual area covered at a unit time by theoretical area should be covered at the same time into 100. For example, we will solve one small problem. If field efficiency is equal to actual area covered at a unit time is, example, we will take as 0.5, but theoretically we have written as 1 hectare. Now, if you look into its thing, what we get? We get 50% efficiency. Half is reduced again. This is how you can calculate the field efficiency. And now calibration of the seeding and the planting machines. The procedure of testing the seed drill for the correct seed rate is called calibration of the seed drill. It is as simple as statement is stating. Now, why there is necessity of the seed calibration? Yes, why? You know, to get the predetermined seed rate, and in order to, before putting the seeds in that seed drill, we have to check, right, how much quantity we have to supposed to fill. See, for example, if its capacity is 100 kg, there is no sense in feeding that filling that seed drill with 100 kg. If the seed rate is only 80 kg, you can save 20 kg, right? So that is how by seed calibration you can get the seed rate and you can feed only that quantity of the seed. And now we are studying the steps and the procedures. The first step is determine the nominal width of the seed drill. See how this is a seed drill implement, and this is the width from plus to minus direction. This is the width of the seed drill, and this is being calculated. How you calculate the width? You know, it is by the formula m into s. M stands for the number of openers. I have shown this one opener here. We'll be studying it later. And spacing between the opener. This gives you the nominal width. Next, find the length of the strip. You have to find the length of the strip, which is having the nominal width w. Suppose we have an 1 hectare of area. For that 1 hectare of area, we are finding this formula length of the strip, that is given by L into W. L, you know, it is a length, W, you know, width. And so it is a nominal width W, which will be covering the 10,000 square meters. We are equating it and we are getting the length of the strip as length L is equal to 10,000 by W. Okay, I think now you are clear with these two formulas. One is to find the width of the seed drill, and other formula is to find the length of the strip, because length of the strip is needed to find out how much seeds in one furrow opener you can fill. Next, determine the number of revolution. Number of revolution is number of revolutions of this particular seed drill is find by the formula P into D into N. P actually stands for the perimeter of that particular wheel. D, which is will be left to the diameter of that wheel, and N refers to the number of revolutions. Using this perimeter, the wheel, diameter of the wheel, and number of revolutions, will be determining the this particular number of revolution that will be taking place. Okay. Next, jack the seed drill so that the grounds will turn freely, and fill the selected seed in the seed hopper. Set the seed at controlment for the maximum position. Mark this position on the control for the reference. I think there is nothing to explain this much. These are the steps we need to follow in turn. The basic 3 steps. These are very important. To determine the number of revolution, this formula length is equal to P into D into N. Okay, and next we'll be talking about the next procedures here. See, measure the ground wheel diameter in centimeter. These are some precautions which you have to take out. Measure the number of furrow openers and measure the distance between the two furrow openers in centimeters and perimeter of the ground wheel. Pi is equal to P by D. This is perimeter and this is the diameter. If you need value of pi somewhere equating it. And next, one more thing I forgot to mention. When we mentioned that L is equal to P into D into N, now we don't know all the data which is present in the formula. So what we have done here is, we know already L is equal to 10,000 by W. So by substituting the L value, we have determined this new formula for determining the N, where it stands for number of revolutions. Now I am writing it once for your clearance. Now number of revolutions is equal to 10,000 meter square divided by P into diameter of the wheel into width of the that particular furrow opener. Okay, and now we will solve this seed calibration using one problem. The problem is stated as the following results were obtained while calibrating a seed drill. Calculate the seed rate per hectare, they have asked, and also mentioned number of furrows is 10, spacing between furrows 20 centimeters, and diameter of the wheel is 1.5, RPM, that is rotation per minute, is 500, and seed collected is 20 kg. And the related formulas I have mentioned here already. Now the solution, if you look, first we have to find the circumference of the dry wheel, because it is the dry wheel which will increase the efficiency, that is number of rotations. How faster the dry wheel moves on, how that faster the field capacity will be there. That is how. So the circumference of the circle is given by the formula 2 pi r, but here the diameter is given, so we consider 2 pi r is equal to pi d. So pi is given, diameter is also mentioned. The diameter of the dry wheel is 1.5. I have substituted here to get the circumference of the dry wheel. Now area covered in one revolution, you can get this area covered in one revolution by the formula, the same circumference of the wheel into 2 meters, which we got from this particular thing, effective width formula, which we have seen in the last slides. Effective width is calculated by M into S, where M is number of furrow openers and S is spacing between the openers. You can calculate this. If you multiply this effective width with the circumference of the dry wheel, you get area covered in one revolution. This is for one revolution. Now if you are having a 500 revolution, the same thing, right? Now we have to multiply this particular thing with the 500, because 500 revolutions are there. That gives you the value of somewhat around 4712.3 meters. And now also given for 20 kg seed collected in that particular seed drill is 20 kg, means for the 4712.3 meter covering of area, we are using 20 kg. Now we want the seed rate for how much hectare? 1 hectare. So it is very simple. For 4712.3 meters, we are using 20 kg. For 10,000 meters square, how much? If you calculate it, you are getting around 42.22 kg. This is how you can calculate the seed rate using this particular problem. And the next concept is the calibration of the planter. If you are planting any plantations like coconut seedlings, etc., we will be also calibrating and will be following the procedures. The first procedure is like the row to row and seed to seed distance has to be set, because in plantation it is very necessary and important, and you have to measure the diameter of the ground wheel and you have to calculate the perimeter. See, this is already standard. It has been set by the some great analyst, and they have set the standards, and there is nothing for me to explain why this is that. They are already given some standards. This is the procedure that we need to follow. The experts have set it already. Okay, and we have to find the number of revolutions made by the planting disc, and they are saying that N is the number of revolutions, and number of cells per spoon grows on the disc. They have kept the symbol C. Okay, number of cells or spoon grows on the disc. Okay, therefore distance between the plant to plant, what they have mentioned is the formula pi d by nc, where n can be varied with having a gear train. Okay, the speed, if you're applying power, that will be varying, that number of revolutions. C can be different size for different crops and different varieties. This is what I was saying. Spoon of growth is nothing but, see for example, if you are having coconut seedling, that particular group, it changes. If you're planting tomato, that group changes. That is what they have mentioned. And N, what is N? They have mentioned, right? It is the number of revolution made by the planting base. This is given by the number of revolution of the blade by number of revolution of the ground wheel. You can find out. And now we are at the last point of this particular discussion. We have to remember these particular tiller facts because they are important for the exam point of view. Some certain facts may not be conceptually possible to remember, but we have to sometimes we need to mug up, or we have to practice these things. See, power tillers which are available in this nation, you know, they're having somewhat range or HP range, that is 6 to 12 HP range, and highest ownership of the tractor is in Punjab. Highest tractor is Punjab, and which is followed by the Gujarat. And the capacity of the power harrow is 2.5 hectare per day. And the correct sequence of power transmission means how the power transmission takes place in tractor. You should remember clutch, gearbox, differential, final draw. Okay. In which year power tiller is introduced in India? Very important. It is also asked in previous AFO exam. In 1963, it has been introduced. Similarly, for few of the factual data I have mentioned, please go through this, pause the video and make a note, because there is nothing to explain in this. I feel you can ask any doubts regarding this session in the comment box so that I can help you people in answering your doubts. Yeah. And next, implement used for the seedbed preparation as well sowing by attached seedle is called cultivator. Means this is multifunctional. This cultivator is used for both purpose, that is seedbed preparation as well as for sowing. This is cultivator. Okay. And we come across two types of implements, especially in case of seeding implements. There are semi-mounted implements and rear mounted implements. We should be clear also, because in options you may not be getting answer, may be simple, but you should be known the meaning. Okay. See, semi-mounted implements means the implements which are attached to tractor and partially supported by the tractor wheels. They are attached to the tractors. And rear implements, these are the tools that are attached to the back of the tractors directly. Here we are using for 3-point H, means they are directly attached, hydraulic type. 2-point H means it is kind of connection. Will be you can understand this if you just Google out the pictures, and you can look into what is the 3-point pitch and the 2-point H. It is kind of an hydraulic control system. This is what I can explain you people. 3-point H and the 2-point H, what I mentioned, they are the kind of hydraulic control systems. Okay. Next, the field capacity of a tractor drawn power harrow is 1.5 hectare per day. See, this is why I said please make a short notes yourself. So if when you come across these power ranges, you can if you are seeing them daily, I think you can remember. Okay. The force relation is involved in hitching pull type of implements. Yeah, this is very important. See, when I say 2-point H and 3-point H, the main thing involved is hydraulic control system, right? That is the force relation. And here 2-point sway control is an advanced trailer hitch system that utilizes 2 friction points. See, in general I am mentioning here, you may come across the 2-point H or 3-point H. It is majorly the force relation and hydraulic control system. Next, one reminder for you all people. See, if you are seriously preparing for IBPS AFO mains exam and you want to crack this exam, I think I'm very confident with our AgriAddict team. This mock test bundle which I have prepared, they're having very standard mock test series, and they are also including our previous year question papers, and even the solution is being provided, and one-to-one doubt clearing session is also been available from our AgriAddict team. Please purchase this particular mock test series so that it can help you people to crack the IBPS AFO mains exam, because practicing is more important. Though you may read very well, sometimes attending mock test can clear your doubts and check your preparation can be done. Thank you. Hope this video is very useful and it has given some knowledge to you people. Thank you. And last, again, once again, I would like to tell, if you have any comments regarding or explanation, or if you have any queries, please do comment in our comment box. And if you have any suggestion for us to give, I am very happy to take it. If I can improve myself from your comments, I am very happy. Thank you.